I'm Alissa, and I am a recent graduate of Mount Allison University, and I am now working in the geography department, and it is my third year with Tintamarre. I heard about Tintamarre. My sister went to Mount Allison and she studied French, and so I heard about Alex through her, and I heard about Tintamarre through friends and got involved. But the year that I got involved, I ended up going to France, so I wasn't able to be in the show. And so I came back and I told Alex that I would be back the next year, and so I came back and I joined Tintamarre and had the most amazing experience.
So can you tell me more about, like, what's it like working with the fancy pants? Tell me more about Alex and like, because there's a methodology and people come together, but he's kind of been there for the entire time. What's that been like for you?
Alex Fancy is an amazing man. He seems ageless, and I've never met anyone who has such a passion for language and for the French language, and you know, he makes puns all the time and thinks he's hilarious, and he just gets everyone so excited about a language that they might not even speak, and they go through this period of, you know, reading these words and then learning how to pronounce them, understanding what they mean, and at the end of the show, they can speak some French.
What was that? How it was for you? What was your level of French, and how did that progress or you know, digress through Tintamarre?
Digress, maybe. I spoke French before I started Tintamarre, but I have seen some people go through that and you know, learning French, and it's amazing how people can really learn a language through an out of academic situation.
Right.
I spoke French before I started Tintamarre, but living in Sackville, you don't have a lot of opportunities to speak French, and it's not the same as being in a classroom, and you learn words that you didn't even know existed because Alex makes up words, and he loves to play around with the French language and the English language as well, because it is a bilingual theater troupe, and so I found that it just made my vocabulary even richer and gave me a chance to practice.
So can you tell me a bit about the Tintamarre process? Put me in that mindset. Like, you show up in September, what happens? What kind of stuff do we do?
So we show up in September and we play theater games and we get to know one another, and we do a lot of different theater exercises like portraits, and every year Alex brings an idea to the table, and often it's not even his idea. The past 2 years it's been a student's idea. Last year was about food issues, this year it's about nature deficit disorder or ecophobia, and it's getting more and more political as the years go on. But so we have this idea to start with, and we brainstorm characters, we brainstorm scenarios, costumes, we come up with everything, and we feed off of each other's ideas, and then Alex is open to any idea, no matter how crazy or otherworldly it may be, and he will write everything down, and he goes home and writes, and he brings back drafts, and we give our feedback, and it goes from there.
What's been your favorite part of Tintamarre? What's, I don't know, or the coolest, or the most memorable, or the stinkiest?
I had the pleasure of touring with Tintamarre last year, and it was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I've never felt like I've been a part of such a tight-knit community, and it was you feel like you're living in a circus family. You really do. So last year, our touring cast, we were so close. We were like a family, and I really did feel like I was in the circus, because you would get up at 6 or 7 in the morning and be singing on the car ride to the school, and the responses that we got from the schools was just out of this world. The kids were so receptive, and kids pick up on different things than adults do, so it's really fun to have that time to talk with them afterwards, and it's extremely, extremely rewarding.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.